Hey ladies, this is gonna be your first training, so you're gonna have to bear with me. This is a compilation of quite a few of the trainings that I've been studying today, and I wanted to hurry and get it done, so that I can keep on this train of thought. So, what we're going to work on tonight is everybody's fear of reaching out to the prospects. That's the biggest thing that builds your business. And I get the most messages for how are you recruiting? How are you recruiting? Well, um, that's one thing that I want to go over is that we need to stop trying to recruit. I know that you are wanting to be so obsessed with the results, and but you're going to scare everybody off if you're going to come across and that obsession is going to be. And I know a lot of you girls aren't even wired that way, but your fear of um, somebody thinking differently of you when you approach them is too large for right now. Your When you can't reach out to someone, when you cannot ask them that initial question, um, that means that you value your self-image more than the possibility of making a difference in someone's life. So you know how this is affecting my life. You know how it's affecting your life. So you know that it's not, you know, the results are there, but you value your self-image or what somebody else is thinking of you a lot higher than the possibility of what this could be for someone. So when you do that, we'll work on it tonight, and it's the whole training is kind of breaking that terror barrier of getting across and not even worrying about that outcome, because later you know that they're going to thank you. So with that, we will start, and then I'll give you a little script of another easier way for you to approach them, so that you aren't recruiting. You're just checking to see if somebody's open to it. If they're open to it, then you're going to give them the next bone, and then you're going to give them the next bone, and then it's not like you chasing them down. They're making those decisions. They're following through with it. It's kind of like the same thing with like Stephanie. She did not shove this down my throat. I took a bone, I went and researched it. I took a bone, I went and researched it. And it initially took me 3 months to finally decide that this is what I was going to do. But you're going to get those people who are the ones who want to be completely educated about it. So, this terror barrier that I'm talking about, Bob Proctor is the one that teaches on it. And your whole a preconceived notion that somebody's going to think you're greedy or think you're after the money, or you can't talk to them because they're the cool kids, or she's way out of my league to even approach with that. That's conditioned. That was conditioned into you. That's a preconceived notion that was conditioned to you from a long time ago, or from the way you were raised. I mean, it's the same thing as this stuck with me, but and there, I don't mean offense by any of it, but it's a normal scientific thing. People that are on government assistance, there's first, second, third, fourth generations that are on government assistance because that is their culture. That's their X idea. That is how they were programmed, not because anyone can jump out of that. Anyone can make a different life, but that is the way they were taught. That's the way that they see fit, and it goes the same way with us thinking we can't approach someone. Me and Tara have these conversations daily. I don't know. I mean, way out of my league. I shouldn't be talking to them. That is conditioned into you, and that's an X idea. So X ideas in your conscious mind make you think X subconscious ideas. And your subconscious ideas are things you don't even think about. They just happen. So like, and then your subconscious ideas your body follows through with. So it's almost like reactions. So your conscious mind, you can put ideas into your conscious mind, and after so long it becomes, a subconscious idea. And then when you're hit with something, your body follows through with an idea or with a response that's already in your subconscious mind. So this graph that he gives us, it's kind of a rough draft right here, but this, I don't know if you can see it. So I'm trying to get the light to quit shining. Okay, so this, here we go. Don't laugh, I'm trying to get this. Okay, so up here represents your conscious mind, where you can put those ideas up into there. So you're putting ideas, or your mom or dad or your whole family's put all these ideas up here, these X ideas. That dream is too big, those people are out of your league, all that kind of stuff. Those are up here. So that makes X ideas in your subconscious, which makes your body follow through with those ideas. So that's like a perfect example of me. I'm in the supermarket and there's this really beautiful gal in front of me, and I know she could be awesome selling makeup. I am literally tied to the floor with fear because I cannot approach her. So it's like a physical, even if I'm sitting there saying I can do this, and make myself almost want to vomit because I am so sick to my stomach, that is pre-programmed into me. So, but that where you're so afraid, that whole terror barrier, when you are doubting yourself, or the anxiety, or you don't think you can talk to her, or you don't think you can follow through with that, that is you trying to change your subconscious mind. So when I'm in line and I want to talk to her because I know what it was going to change my life, because if she is this rock star that I'm dreaming about, that's a why idea. So I'm trying to get that why idea to push down into my subconscious mind. So that's where that anxiety and that physical me being upset, that is where that comes from. That self doubt. That is what it feels like when you're trying to push a why idea through your barrier into your subconscious mind. That's what it feels like. And so when you get to that terror barrier and you've taught yourself how to smash through it, on the other side, and that's one of the quotes that they quote all the time, is fear knocked on the door, faith opened it, and there was no one on the other side. So it's trying to tell you that if you just follow through with it, you really had nothing to fear in the first place. But the big red flag about the whole idea is, if you are sick to your stomach or you are afraid to do something, that means you are on the right track. When you are scared, or you're self-doubting, or you have high anxiety, that is you growing. That is you physically, those are growing pains. So if you're upset about it, I mean, grab a hold of that, because you're like, oh my gosh, what's on the other side of this? Just power through that whole terror barrier. And I mean, don't throw up on the poor lady's shoes, but the more and more you hit that terror barrier, and the more and more you bust through it, where you just go ahead and do it, those why ideas that you put up, because conscious ideas, you can throw up there all day. But unless you start pushing them through into your subconscious mind and acting on them, then it will always stay. You'll always be the X idea people, because when you hit that terror barrier, most people, they want to recess back into the shadows. That's safe. It's what they've always known. But you want something different. You want those why ideas to become subconscious ideas. Then when your subconscious, it's in your subconscious, your body follows through with it. So the next time that you're even out and about, I guarantee you're going to see Kim Kardashian on the street and you're going to walk right up to her and say, hey, I got a heck of a deal for you. That is what happens. You don't even know what you're doing. It's almost like a motherly instinct. A lot of our girls are moms. So you don't even know why you put your hand over them because you're slamming on the brake, because your body follows through with your subconscious pre-program. And unless you start feeding that subconscious programming with bigger why ideas, bigger, I mean, huge ideas, start pushing them down into that subconscious. And when it starts making you nervous, starts making you sick to your stomach, you just, I mean, that just is so exciting for me, because you know that is the right track. You know you're making the right decision, because it's scary. And as soon as you push it through there and you're like, fear knocked on the door, faith opened it, and nothing was there, and you're like, that wasn't that bad, and she's on my team, and now she's a rock star, and we're going to Jamaica on the cruise, or whatever it be me. But that's what I want. I mean, that's what I want to get across to you. So now that we have grasped these ideas, so when we're talking about recruiting, and they kind of say, if the phone is heavy, and that's meaning like, back in the days when they did the cold calling, and this is different. I mean, you can see them on the street or you can message them on Facebook. When the phone is heavy, that means you value your self-image more than the possibility of making someone's changing their life with this opportunity. And if that is you have in your heart and soul, that has got to be what drives you. You know this can change somebody else's life. You are going to go big. So I did a little script, and I got it from Ray Higdon. I kind of tweaked it a little bit for us. But so here's a little script you can send them, and this is not recruiting. This is just seeing if they're open. If they're open, give them the next bone. So I say, send in a message on Facebook. I'm typing them or whatever. I say, listen, I don't know if you've been watching, but my little makeup business is blowing up. You can be like, if you brand new just started, say, listen, I don't know if you saw, but I started my business and I'm taking this to the top. And right there with you telling them that, you have to own that. You have to own that. You just put that out into the universe. If you're going to tell them that, you are going to go with it. So tell them the truth. Tell them, hey, I'm going big with this. I really want you to go with me. My makeup business is blowing up. If you're open to it, I would love to take you along. I will train you and build. I will train you to build your own business. If you're open to it, great. If not, no big deal. So like with you, that sounded really choppy. I'm paraphrasing everything. But like what I wrote for you guys. Listen, I don't know if you saw, but this makeup business that I got into, I am going to the top. Are you open to hearing a little bit more? Because I'd love it for you if you were to come with me. Yeah, I'll listen a little bit more. Send them a video. Give them another 3-sentence. Don't word vomit on top of them. Get them on a 3-way call with me, or a 3-way message, or send them one of our videos that's in our group. And then wait, and then give them another bone, and give them another bone. But that whole predator thing, chasing them down, it's going to scare them away. But I get those messages, and I know you rock stars out there are listening, and you're the ones that send me the messages and saying, hey, this is my prospect. I really want to approach her, but I don't know how. Now you have the information, because the root of fear and anxiety is ignorance. And now you have, and what combats ignorance, the polar opposite is knowledge. And now you have the knowledge that you know where that fear and anxiety is coming from. It's that terror barrier that you're trying to shove that idea into your subconscious. Run with it. Push it through. You got this, girls.